This is chapter 3 of Cybess. I did buy a little microphone, but I can't figure out how to get it to work. So, I need somebody technical in my life because all of this technology, even though it's easy for everybody else, I have to teach myself, and I'm only doing so-so. Anyway, this is chapter 3 of Cybess, and it's called Getting Closer. It says, puzzle boxes originated in China, Bess. Do you have a ninja following you? Cy was trying to lighten her mood. She seemed a bit grumpy this early afternoon. They had met at 10:30 since they were both anxious today for more reasons than the puzzle box. Not only had they not seen each other in a while, but Cy's evening didn't go like he had hoped, and Elora had trouble sleeping, what with seeing Mr. Dreamy and all. She would never tell Cy, though. She rarely spoke of guys at all, much less around Cy. She had enough of his dating drama to listen to without pitching in with her own. Cy, Elora stated flatly with an irritated look. Come on, we can have fun and research at the same time, Elora. What's eating you? Nothing. Elora was not giving an inch. She wanted to keep Mr. Dreamy all to herself, even if she did see him with someone. The wood is American wood, though. I would know these anywhere, maple and cherry, and the slats look like they slide, but so far I haven't gotten past the first two. Maybe there's an order. Cy took the puzzle box to try for himself for a while. The first box had button-like squares to push in certain order. So I thought of that, but I swear I've tried every combination. Elora was irritated, as was unusual when she couldn't figure something out. She was used to being the one who could figure anything out. While she was lost in thought, she heard a click. Before looking, she scolded in a whisper, "Don't break it. You can't force a puzzle box. You'll break it if you do." Then she saw Cy had moved more slats. "What? How did you do that?" Cy slid the pieces back and showed her. "You have to slide the first one back in order to get the third, then slide the second one back in order to get the fourth, see? So just keep doing that." "I want to see what's inside," she said. "Inside? You didn't say there were things inside the first one," he replied, shocked she hadn't disclosed this piece of information. "Yes, I did tell you yesterday. You were distracted. This ring was inside the first one. I adore it, and it reminds me of my great-grandparents." She again showed him her pinky with the ring on it, holding it next to her cross necklace to show how they matched. "Just what do you think puzzle boxes were made for, Cy? Why have a trick opening to a box if there's nothing inside?" He felt a little silly at that obvious fact. "Yeah, well, I can't keep them sliding open with that same pattern. It doesn't work on the fifth one." They both took drinks of their coffee. "I was hoping to get it open before lunch so we could eat in peace. I like to enjoy my Italian food. There weren't many near my school." "Maybe we should look for an actual book," she said, glancing from the computer to the puzzle box and then around her. "We are in a library. I did get as many books as I could when I was given the first puzzle box. Wait, maybe..." She took the puzzle box from Cy. She pulled the first slat back out. The fifth slat moved now. "Yeah!" Cy shouted, which got some angry stares. Oh, I'm so sorry. Which got some angry stares. I'm sure we've got some angry stares because I have video issues. There we go. Hold on 1 second. There it goes again. It was sitting just fine. I don't understand. Well, now I have to put you back in the holder. Hold on 1 second. I will get this in here. Here we go. Okay. Where did we leave off? Maybe we should look for an actual book, she said, glancing from the computer to the puzzle box and then around her. We are in a library. I did get as many books as I could when I was given the first puzzle box. Wait, maybe... She took the puzzle box from Cy. She put the first slat back out, and the fifth slat moved now. Yeah, Cy shouted, which got him some angry stares from not only the librarian, but people studying. Cy, shh! Alora hushed him as he slid the sixth slat back easily to reveal a simple seventh slat under the last two, which he slid and took out a mini scroll. All that for paper? He said, almost disgusted. There's usually words on paper, Cy, and knowledge is power, you know, she said with a wink. Let me read it. I want to read it. I got it out. Cy was toying with her, but she looked a bit hurt. Okay, we'll read it together. Begin your journey to land you name. Behold the opulent artistry of pine. Beware what lurks overhead in eve. Make sure to travel in sunshine. Then there's coordinates. 40 degrees, 58 feet, 22.6 inches north. 75 degrees, 7 feet, 41.1 inches west. Each of these wooden treasures brings you closer. Wow, Alora's usual exclamation of amazement when she was at a loss for words. Are you sure this message is for you, Bess? I mean, anyone could have found this. Cy sounded unsure. She looked up at him after lowering her head and her voice. It was put in my bag, by whom I don't know. All I know is it wasn't there when I packed it, but it was there when I unpacked. It wasn't that hard to find, actually. I just didn't want to elaborate on how I received it in front of all those ears at the cafe. Oh, okay, Cy started hesitantly with a concerned look. That's not creepy at all. Of course, it's just as creepy as telling you to go somewhere where something lurks overhead, Cy shuddered. Seriously, Alora's tomboy side was coming out, her voice starting to rise. Are you really being a baby right now? After you promised me adventures, and there's what looks like one right here in front of us. Alora, this has more of a serial killer stalking feel than, for example, like, hey, let's meet at Busch Gardens where there's security cameras and guards. Are you kidding me? Alora almost shouted. She didn't see DeMonte walking up. Hey, kids, keep it down, DeMonte lowered his voice. Inside voices, children. This is the library. What's going on with you two? Cy and Alora pointed to each other and said simultaneously, he said he'd take me on adventures. Now he's chickening out. She's saying we should go even though we might get tracked by a creepy stalker. One at a time, children. DeMonte was not used to being the domineering type, but was finding he fit the role rather well. Elora started. Well, from the beginning, she told DeMonte the whole story of the clockmaker, her father, the first puzzle box, and now this one. She swore him to secrecy before mentioning the puzzle boxes, not wanting word to get out, because obviously these were secrets meant for her. By whom was Cy and DeMonte's concern? If this were one of their buddies from college pulling a mystery trick, it would be a fun game. However, being that Alora was the receiver of this, they felt a gentlemanly responsibility for her safety. I appreciate your watchfulness. I do. Don't get me wrong. There aren't as many gentlemanly types around these days as it appears. But, DeMonte cut her off, not meaning to. But there aren't as many ladies with manners towards those gentlemen either. So that's what he's looking so eagerly for, thought Elora. DeMonte continued. Let me see the note. My grandmother was a fingerprint specialist and handwriting analysis expert in the 50s. She taught me a thing or two. Cy and Allura waited almost patiently while DeMonte studied the paper. He studied it intently while walking briefly to retrieve a book from the shelves. Dude, Cy, I hate to thwart your theory, but this guy's handwriting seems legit. He is passionate. See, this is the way he loops up. Plus, there's no indication of a liar, which, if they were setting you up for something, they would have made subconscious lying mark. It would be in the handwriting. Not only that, but the coordinates are near and assessed by a public entrance to a trail, according to this book. If this person wanted to be sneaky, it would not be in a public place. I'm free until class next Tuesday. If Cy and I both go help you find whatever is hiding there, I'd feel better about you going. Honestly, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but just to be safe. Oh, all right, Cy said, partly exasperated. We're going on an adventure, Bess. Pack your backpack. Yes, she squealed with delight and was met with a resounding shh from the patrons and librarian. She sheepishly whispered, yes, and hugged both as all three left the library. Next is chapter 4 in the next video.